Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Rewind Johnny's podcast with Matt and Allie.
I'm Matt.
And I'm Allie.
And I'm so excited today because we're doing another one of our favorite movies. And what movie is that?
It's Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
It is Ferris Bueller's Day Off, yeah.
So this is a 1986 movie. Who is it directed by?
Of course. It was written and directed by John Hughes.
Oh, one of our favorites.
Yeah,
So
he's the
we
man.
did a John Hughes movie last week.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. We did 16 Candles. Yeah. And now we're doing Ferris Bueller's Day Off. So,
we certainly are.
Yeah, we're super excited. Big fans of John Hughes and this movie. So
no doubt. What's your grade for this movie?
So this is one of my A+.
Okay.
Personally, this is a favorite movie of mine. This is truly in my top 10, maybe top 5. So this is an A+.
Ditto.
Yeah.
A+. Yeah. I'm just now. I was like trying to think of something about the movie I didn't like, or maybe that was not great. Maybe I could knock it down to an A or an A-, but
no.
No, this is such a feel-good movie.
I think it's so well done. The characters are so good, unique. I think the characters are unique. That's one of the, and I love it.
Yeah. I mean, just it's funny.
Yeah.
But like I said before, it's also a feel-good movie,
and
it just keeps you entertained the whole way through.
Yeah.
And it's so original too. There's nothing was done like this before.
No.
This is like a completely original concept, and I don't really think it's ever been done again since then, right?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I mean,
how do you
No, it's a very original concept, and I've only seen it done well this time.
I've only seen it done at all this time, but it was done very well.
Extremely, yeah.
Yeah. So let's watch the trailer.
Call if you need us.
They bought it. How could I possibly be expected to handle school on a day like this?
Bueller.
Cameron, babe. Get dressed and come on over.
Bueller.
He has been absent 9 times.
Bueller.
My father spent 3 years restoring this car.
I guess that's my dad. What are we gonna do?
What aren't we going to do?
Why should he get to ditch?
Something's going on.
Say Ferris.
Bueller.
I hate him.
Hey!
Life moves pretty fast.
You're crazy!
If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
All right, so that was a trailer. So the cast, you want to go into our casting couch, or do you want to talk about it a little more?
I think casting couch. I think we're ready. Do you have some things you want to say?
You know what? I do.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I just want to say my memories of seeing this movie. I did see this in the theaters, 86, so I guess I would have been 12 and a half. And I do remember walking out of this movie thinking it was probably one of the best movies I had ever seen. And I've had that experience multiple times. I think I felt that way about Die Hard and a couple others. But yeah, this is definitely one of those movies where I walked out going, wow, I think that might have been the most fun I've ever had in a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's something special about this movie. It's so fun. It's like the best way I can describe it. I mean,
every movie has its haters, right?
Sure.
I don't think I've ever met a hater of this movie.
Yeah, me neither.
I mean, everyone I know generally likes this movie.
I've met people who don't know the movie, but nobody I've met doesn't enjoy it or doesn't like it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I would agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never met anyone be like, oh, Ferris Bueller, that's overrated. Oh, that movie's stupid. Never. Yeah. Everyone I know who's seen this movie likes this movie or loves this movie.
I agree. Yeah.
Okay. So, casting couch?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, great. So, of course, with casting couch, I'm just going to use my phone as I always do and go to Wikipedia. So we have Matthew Broderick, the star of the movie, who was actually, I guess, about 23 when he filmed it and 24 when it came out.
Okay.
Yeah.
He looks like a high school student.
He does. He looks very young.
Young.
I didn't have any problem with him, as far as being a high school student. He's supposed to be 18, and he can definitely pass for 18.
Definitely.
Yeah. Matthew Broderick. He was already mildly popular when he made this. He had already made 2 movies that I knew about. He made 4 movies before this. Max Dugan Returns, never saw it. And also the same year, 1983, he made War Games, which is a mild hit. And my brother and I both like this movie very much. We used to watch it on cable all the time. And it's a really fun movie with him and Ali Sheedy from The Breakfast Club. And Ali Sheedy, she's the goth girl.
Oh.
Yeah. But she doesn't look like that in War Games. She's just like a normal, she's like the girl next door. But yeah, that was a really good movie. You should see it one day.
Okay.
Yeah. And then he made a movie called 1918, which I never saw. And then Lady Hawk, which I did see. That was 1985. His character's a little older than that. You know, probably in his young 20s, probably. And that was a great movie. I like Lady Hawk a lot. That also stars Michelle Pfeiffer and Rutger Hauer. It's a fantasy.
Okay.
And it's really good. I always enjoyed it. And then, boom, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. And this movie, you know, this really put him on the map, I think, you know, more than anything else he had done before it. After that, he made something called On Valentine's Day. Never heard of it. Project X, never saw. I remember when it was out in theaters. It's him and chimpanzees. He's like working in some kind of lab and there's chimpanzees involved, but it didn't really pique my interest. I don't think it piqued a lot of people's interest because I don't think it did that great. I did see Biloxi Blues, which is his next film that's based on a stage play.
A stage play? Okay.
Yeah, it's about him in boot camp and back in the 40s or something like that. I only saw it once. I did enjoy it. I thought it was good. But yeah, he's in She's Having a Baby, just a quick cameo. He's in a movie called Family Business. It's about
he plays Ferris Bueller.
About the mafia.
And She's Having a Baby.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's great. The Freshman, I do remember that. Oh, Glory. Before that, he was in Glory with Denzel Washington. It's a Civil War movie.
Never
saw it.
No?
I wish I had. I always kind of wanted to see it, but just never got around to that one. Yeah.
Maybe you should watch it.
Maybe I should. Yeah. The Freshman, I did see that. That's with Marlon Brando and him, and he plays like a college student. He gets tied in with the mob accidentally, and he's got to like import a Komodo dragon.
Really?
It's a bizarre movie, but it's fun. It's enjoyable enough.
Okay.
And then, you know, he was the voice of Simba, the adult Simba, in The Lion King. He was in The Road to Wellville. Not a great flick. He is in The Cable Guy.
I've heard of that. I don't know.
It's a really good movie, and he's a straight man in that movie. And Jim Carrey is the cable guy who's like stalking him basically. And it's a very dark comedy, but it's pretty funny. I did enjoy him in that. He was in Godzilla, 1998 version of Godzilla. Not a great flick. And then he's reprised the voice.
Is it a movie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I didn't get the
all person lingo. Yeah. Election, 1999. That was actually a really good movie. Very underrated. Didn't do big things at the box office, but it's him and a very young Reese Witherspoon. And it's she plays a high school student and he plays a high school teacher, and she's running for class president and he can't stand her, and I think he tries to like sabotage the election. It's pretty funny movie, dark comedy for sure. He's Inspector Gadget in the live action version of Inspector Gadget.
I saw like clips of that.
I never saw it. Yeah, me either. I mean, I was already an adult when it came out, so I didn't have any interest, and I didn't even really watch the cartoon as a kid either, so didn't interest me at all. Yeah, his career kind of, took a turn, but it started kind of going downhill. Although he did do The Producers, which is the movie version of the Broadway play. He's good at doing he's a Broadway actor.
Is he?
He is.
Well, I love the play. I love the musical.
So it's no accident that they cast him in Biloxi Blues and The Producers. So he is a very good actor. He's married to
who?
Sarah Jessica Parker. She's the girl from Hocus Pocus, the dumb blonde.
Really?
Yeah.
She seems like she'd be older than him.
They're about the same age.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. The time frames seem different.
They're about the same age. Yeah.
Got it.
But they've been married a long time. They're still married. Yeah. So anyway, after that, nothing that really, he's done a bunch of stuff, but nothing I really know about. So I'm just going to end it there.
He was in No Hard Feelings.
What's that?
The one with Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence? Oh. Oh, came out a couple years ago.
Not even. The girl who dates this guy that's going to college.
Yeah, the Hunger Girls girl, that lady, right? Jennifer.
Yeah.
Okay. Alan Ruck. All right, that's Ferris's best friend, Cameron Fry. That's an interesting picture of him.
What?
Yeah, never seen him like that.
I'm sure that's what he looks like now.
I don't know how well that's going to come out, but anyway.
It's not going to come out well.
Oh, well. All right, so Alan Ruck. I thought looked too old for the part.
I do. I think so, too. I don't think he looked like a high schooler.
Yeah, and he was. He was like, how old was he when he made this? Born in 1956, so he was 30 years old already. Come on, guys. You casting a 30-year-old to play an 18-year-old? It's a bit much. And
it showed.
It does show. It really does. So, before this, he was in Dr. Detroit, just uncredited as a student. He was in Bad Boys. That was a different Bad Boys than the Will Smith, Martin Lawrence movie that you might know.
I've heard of Bad Boys, but I don't think that one.
No, this is Bad Boys with Sean Penn. It's like a
I don't know.
Teenage, like young guys. Anyway, Class, he was in that. And Ferris Bueller's Day Off. He was in 3 for the Road, 3 Fugitives, Young Guns 2. He has small, side co-starring role in Young Guns 2. Speed, he's in Speed. I showed you Speed, didn't I?
No, we haven't watched it yet.
Huh. All right, we'll definitely.
But we said we were going to.
Oh, for sure. It's a classic. Yeah. Great flick.
I'm pretty sure it's on our list, like right now.
Yeah, not for this year, but it's it's on our list. Yeah, for sure. He was in Star Trek Generations as Captain Jonathan Harriman. I was never a Star Trek guy, with the exception of the J.J. Abrams movies. Not a big fan.
I thought J.J. Abrams did Star Wars.
He did both.
Oh.
Yeah. He was in Twister. I do remember him. That he had a co-leading role in Twister.
Like the original Twister.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't recognize.
Yeah, he's part of the team. The storm chasing team.
I will have to rewatch that then.
Yeah, you watched that with me. We watched that before we went and saw the sequel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, both good.
Good. I agree.
Yeah. Yeah. After that, he's just not in a lot. He plays the same character, John Harriman, in Star Trek: Gods and Men, or of Gods and Men. After this, it's nothing.
Yeah, I want to say I really haven't seen him in anything. I mean, apparently I have. I've seen him in Twisters, but he's not a huge actor.
He's not, and he's still working. He's got stuff coming out in 2006. He's got something that just came out this year, playing himself. So he's still working, but not doing anything special. Sorry, but hey, Mia Sara. Now, I got something to say about Mia Sara.
What?
I think that she should have fired her agent back in the late 80s, early 90s, because this girl...
Why?
All right, so let's go to the filmography. Her debut film was Legend. That was a fantasy film that she made with Tom Cruise. Not a great flick. Some people like it. It's a cult classic. Tim Curry is great as like the devil in the movie or the demon or whatever. He's big guy with horns. She's beautiful. She's only like your age in the movie. She's 15 years old when she filmed that movie. So, but she's beautiful, stunning girl.
She's 15?
In Legend, yeah. She's like 15 when she filmed it, maybe 16 when it came out, yeah.
But when they did Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
She was like 17 or 18. Let's look at her age. She was born in 1967.
So this was 86.
19. 19 when it came out, 18 when she filmed it. And Legend, I guess she was 17 when she filmed Legend, so maybe not 15. Okay. I got bad information. I think I got that from one of the other movie podcasts that I watch. I think they said she was 15.
No, yeah. But I don't know. I mean, that's not even like a bad age gap. Like 18 and 23.
Yeah, so, but my point is, in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, big hit movie, right? Yeah. This was not a sleeper. This was a big hit. Let me show off my shirt. Yes. Yeah. My Ferris Bueller shirt. She's beautiful.
Yeah, she's very pretty.
She's charming.
She's not even she's a good actor.
She's a good actor.
Yeah.
Why did this girl not become a star after this?
I feel like she could have been.
She should have become a star. She should have been, like when Sandra Bullock, had her role in Demolition Man and then her co-lead in Speed. Boom, put her on the map. She became a huge star.
Yeah, she was in a lot of stuff after
this should have happened to Mia Sara. I'm sorry, but she should have been a star.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
But I really made some really poor choices.
I haven't seen her in anything.
So 2 years later, in 1988, she's I'm going to list a bunch of movies, and I'm telling you,
No one's gonna know them.
I have never heard of a single one of these. Apprentice to Murder, Shadows in the Storm, Any Man's Death, A Climate for Killing, By the Sword, A Stranger Among Us, Call of the Wild, Caroline at Midnight. Okay, finally, in 1994, Time Cop. I know that one. It's a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie. Not exactly an Academy Award theater or a blockbuster, summer blockbuster, but at least I've heard of it.
Yeah.
I mean, what happened?
Yeah,
Why was this
really.
girl choosing all these duds? I mean, she's beautiful. She's a good actress. She's charming. I can't believe her career took the slump that it took.
Surprising. Really.
Immediately. She immediately, like, you think she would have had a few good turns after this.
No.
Nothing. So, poor Mia Sarah. She deserved better. Yeah. Jeffrey Jones, Mr. Edward Rooney, Dean of Students.
I do know him. Where do I know him from?
What do you know him from?
Like originally, before I saw Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I knew him from something else.
Let's see. So before Ferris, he was in Easy Money. He was a sleazebag in that. He was in Amadeus. He played the Emperor. He was in Transylvania 65000. I still love that movie. Not a great movie, but it was on cable a lot, and I watched it all the time. It was fun. He was the villain in Howard the Duck, where first he was like a scientist, and then he gets like possessed, and he becomes the dark overlord of the universe. I've never seen Howard the Duck. I know.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people love that movie. A lot of people hate that movie. Very few are in between. I've never actually seen it. I had no interest when it came out back in '86. Even you think a 12-and-a-half-year-old boy would have been like, I want to see Howard the Duck.
Well,
no.
what is even about?
It's a Marvel character, but it's like a talking duck from another planet that comes to Earth.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, he makes a couple cameos in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Does he?
He does. Yeah. He's the Collector. Anyway, so, but yeah, he's in. God bless you.
Thank you.
Kenny Rogers as the Gambler, Part 3. Beetlejuice. He's
Oh,
great in
that's where I
Beetlejuice.
know
That's
him
where you know.
from.
That's where you know him from. Beetlejuice. He is great in Beetlejuice. He's in Who's Harry Crumb, The Hunt for Red October. So he's making some good movies. Mom and Dad Save the World. Not a great movie, but at least it was a box office, minor hit. He's in Ed Wood, House Guest, The Crucible, The Devil's Advocate, great flick. He's in Stuart Little. He's in Sleepy Hollow. He's making movies left and right back in the 90s. Okay, he's in Dr. Dolittle 2 as one of the.
The voice?
No, he's not a voice. I assumed he was, but no, he's Joe Potter. Anyway, I never saw it. He's in a movie called How High, which I never saw, but I know it was a reasonable hit with a couple rappers. Like a pot movie, kind of,
Like a hip hop kind of thing?
No, like marijuana pot.
Oh, a pot.
Yeah, pot. No, like pot movie. Who are the rappers?
Snoop Dogg?
No, it was.
He's big
They
on,
have.
like-
They both have similar names. Method Man and Red Man. Yeah, they both have Red Man in their names.
Yeah, who is that? I don't know.
Yeah, I was never into. The last rap group I was into was like Naughty by Nature back in the '80s. I think that was. After that, I kind of stopped.
Nobody's gonna know who that is.
Well, as soon as I went the whole East Coast West Coast thing with Tupac and Biggie and all, I got the skin of that game. I don't care about East Coast West Coast, any of that junk. I think I started listening to grunge music more and kind of just turned my attention to rock back then. But I digress. Back to Jeffrey Jones. I know he did have some legal issues. He's got a mugshot in here, some child sexual abuse materials that he was caught with, and some other offenses. So yeah, he is a registered sex offender in the state of California and Florida. So it's a shame. He is a decent actor, and he was pretty talented. I mean, he is pretty talented, but he's also pretty
weird.
Well, yeah, I can use some other words, but I don't want any libel suits. So
we're not gonna.
And it's not our place to judge. This is just a family-friendly podcast that we want to review movies, and let's not get into that. Okay. So, my personal MVP of this movie is up next.
Really? The
Oh,
MVP?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Jennifer Grey.
Agree to disagree.
Jennifer Grey is
Okay.
so great in this.
She's really good. I think she's
so
really
good in this. I didn't realize how good she was in this until we rewatched it the other day.
Mhm.
And I'm just like, oh my goodness, she's so good in this. I love her character, Jeannie, in this movie.
She's really funny.
Very funny.
Yeah. I wish she had more screen time.
Me too.
I think she would have been more of an MVP for me if she had more screen time.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. So I remember her. She was in something called Reckless. Never saw it. Red Dawn, 1984. She's one of the main characters in Red Dawn. She's very good in it. And she also co-starred with Charlie Sheen in that, who is also in this movie as the guy in the police station.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And so, yeah, they're in fact, she recommended him, I think, for the part because they wrote together on Red Dawn. Great flick. Not the remake. The remake was terrible. Even Chris Hemsworth couldn't save that disaster of a movie. But the original Red Dawn from 1984, that's the first the first PG-13 movie that came out.
Oh, okay.
I saw that in the theaters with my parents and my brother and the Wilsons, Terry and Kathy Wilson and their kids. And OMG, we loved that movie. It was so good. So good. So back to it. The Cotton Club, American Flyers, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. And then the movie that truly
this is what I know
completely
her from.
put her on the map.
Yeah.
Dirty Dancing, where she plays Baby.
Yeah. No
Who,
one puts Baby in a corner.
You know, and in hindsight, I'm like, Baby's character is supposed to be like 17 in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And Patrick Swayze's like 25. His character was like 25. I think he was even older than that. So like the age gap is pretty crazy.
Not terrible. Not even.
I mean, I don't even think it was criminal, but it was pretty close. It's borderline.
She's like 18, isn't she?
No, she's supposed to be 17 in the movie. Yeah, I looked it up.
Okay, well, he's like early 20s.
Yeah, I mean, anyway. Yeah.
Sorry, how many years apart are you and Mom?
All right, so back to this. 8.5. We're 8.5 years apart, but she was not 17 when I started dating her. So, sorry, I just got done saying I'm not going to judge, and here I am judging right away. And then her after Dirty Dancing again, she should have fired her agent. That movie should have made her a star. And then she
does.
It's
her fame, but she didn't go big. She
no,
wasn't like huge.
Bloodhounds of Broadway, never heard of it. If the Shoe Fits, never heard of it. Wind, okay, I heard of that, but didn't do anything at the box office. Lover's Knot, Grandpa's Babies, Red Meat, Bounce. I think I've heard of Bounce. Yeah, that's with Ben Affleck and Gwyneth Paltrow, but she's like not even a star in the movie. Ritual, Red Belt, Keith, The Wind Rises. I never heard of any of these.
No.
Her career just went to garbage. And why?
Yeah, that sucks.
She's very talented.
Yeah.
She's a pretty girl. She's very talented. I can't get used to the nose job after she had the nose job.
She got a nose job?
Oh, yeah, long time ago. Like over 20 years ago, she got the nose. Maybe
After
that's
Dirty Dancing?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I don't remember
She's
her
got a big
nose.
nose in Dirty Dancing and Ferris Bueller. I mean,
Does
it's
she?
it's
I
not so
didn't
big
think
that
it
she's
was
not
ugly.
attractive. It's not so big she's not attractive.
Mm-hmm.
She's still attractive, but it's definitely a bigger nose than most girls have. But I mean, I thought it was unique. It gave her character, and again, she was still pretty enough to be starring in Dirty Dancing, and so obviously, people didn't have a problem with it, but I guess she did because she got a nose job and got a little. Now she has like a little.
Money.
Now she's got a little button nose like you. So, yeah, well, and maybe that could be why her career didn't do much after that. But people
the nose job?
maybe. I don't know.
Why would that be?
Because people are used to seeing her as she looks, and she looked like a completely different human.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. I'm just taking a guess. I don't know why. Maybe she just had a bad agent like Mia Sarah.
yeah.
So,
Who else
I don't even
really-
want to get into Cindy Pickett and Lyman Ward.
don't
They're
know who
both
they are.
they're the parents.
Not even like
I'm not even going to get into their filmographies.
they didn't even have big parts in the movie.
They did, and I do know that they did develop a romance during this movie.
That's cute.
And became married in real life. They didn't stay married. I think they divorced a few years later, but it's kind of neat that they found love while making this movie. I will do a quick filmography for Edie McClurg, who plays Grace.
Oh, she's great.
Well, like you said, if Jennifer Grey had more screen time in this, she'd be the MVP. I think if Ian McClurg had more screen time in this, she actually might have been my MVP because every scene she's in, she steals.
Every line, she's so funny.
She's so funny in this. She's also
her character should have been in it more.
She has a very small cameo in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. It's tiny. She's only in it for a couple minutes, but again, everything that comes out of her mouth is hysterical. It's another John Hughes movie too.
I know the movie, obviously. I love that movie, but I don't know her cameo.
When Steve Martin, he's like infuriated because he walks like a mile to go get his rent-a-car and it's not there. Mm-hmm. And then he has to like walk a mile back, and he's like he's messing up his shoes and his pants, and he's just like a wreck. And he finally gets up to the counter, and she's on the phone just gabbing away with her. Gobble, gobble, gobble. And she's like talking about Thanksgiving plans. And then he's like patiently waiting for her to get off the phone. And then he goes into a rant, dropping F-bomb after F-bomb after F-bomb after F-bomb about what has just happened to him. Mm-hmm. And then her reply to it is hysterical.
What'd she say?
Well, I can't say it on the podcast because she also drops an F-bomb. But it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. She's really good in it. So she was in a lot of stuff. She was in she has a supporting role in the 1976 movie Carrie, which is a good flick.
That's like a horror movie, no?
It is a horror movie. It's Stephen King's first horror novel. And I
think they made a remake of that.
They made it like 3 times.
Really?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. But this is by far and away the best version of it.
Have you seen the others?
One of them. This is the Sissy Spacek, I think, is the star of Carrie. So yeah, Sissy Spacek. Anyway, she was in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. I do remember her in that. She had bit parts in Cheech and Chong's next movie, Mr. Mom, Back to School, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, A River Runs Through It, Natural Born Killers, Flubber, and Air Bud Spikes Back. So yeah.
But I never really saw her being like large actor.
No, she's
or
never
even like lead.
No, never. Just always supporting roles. And she was in a ton of television. She was in
Seinfeld.
She had a role on The Hogan Family. She was a regular on that. She was in the TV show Small Wonder. Mm-hmm. And then she was had guest appearances in Alice, Mr. Belvedere, Roseanne, Full House, Seinfeld, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, a bunch of them, Hannah Montana. So yeah, she's just a good working actor, and she did a lot of voice work as well, and The Little Mermaid, and A Bug's Life, and Car Franchise, and Wreck-It Ralph. So she's always working. She's very talented, and I think she's amazing. And this is probably her best role, though. She's so good as Grace, the secretary in this. I just love her. She's really good. And I think that's it. We got Charlie Sheen. I'm not going to go through his filmography because he's just got a cameo in this, but he was very popular in the 80s and 90s, and I was a fan. I thought he was very talented and made some really great movies. And then his career kind of started also going down. I don't know. And then until he got the gig on 2.5 Men.
I don't know.
And then boom, he became the highest paid television actor.
Oh.
And then he spiraled downhill after that. Drugs and alcohol and
Is he dead right now?
No, he's still alive. He is HIV positive because he was also very promiscuous. As well as the drugs and alcohol. He's always had a reputation of being a wild child, and he got a little too wild, I guess. And he lost a lot of money. He was at one point very, very, very rich from all that 2.5 Men money, and then he lost a lot of it. Yeah. So it's a very sad story. But he was a really good actor, and I enjoyed most of his films.
His character. He's like, "What are you in it for?"
Yeah.
Drugs.
Yeah. Just a quick shout out to Ben Stein, who plays the an economics teacher. This was, I think, his first.
Oh, he's so funny.
His first movie role, but this movie kind of just launched his career, acting career. He was a political writer. He had a political career, and then he became like a whole new after this movie. He had other bit parts in movies. He had his own TV show on Comedy Central called Win Ben Stein's Money, where people would it was like a trivia show, and you basically had to see if you were as smart as Ben Stein.
Oh,
yeah.
Was he good?
He's really smart. Yeah, he's really smart. So some people won. but like it was hard to win because he was brilliant. He was a really
Yeah.
smart guy. So yeah, there you go. That was Casting Couch. So you want to get to the movie?
Yeah, of course.
You know what? Before we move ahead, I don't think we've ever asked anybody. This is like our eighth episode. And I don't think we've ever said, please subscribe and like.
Yeah.
Never. We've never even done that.
If you like us,
yeah.
You know,
and
let us
like
know.
and I realized I'm like, you know, our first episode we got like over 200 people watching it, and then like 40 people subscribed. So I was like,
right.
We probably should have just said, because people just forget.
Yeah.
They just don't even think about it.
If you enjoy our podcast, go ahead, like and subscribe.
There you go, and then you'll get notifications whenever.
We'll turn on your notifications, and that way, whenever we post, you get notified, and you watch the podcast.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Ferris Bueller's Day Off. One spring day in a Chicago suburb, high school senior Ferris Bueller fakes illness to stay home from school 2 months before his graduation, regularly breaking the fourth wall to describe his senioritis.
I wrote down one of my notes was, I love how he breaks the fourth wall. I think it makes his character so like relatable, so like more.
I love it too.
More approachable.
I love it too.
More enjoyable.
Yeah, I put Ferris's opening rant is beautiful and brilliant. He talks philosophical, yet it loops back. It keeps looping back to him complaining about high school not having a car.
Yeah. I wrote down his monologue in the beginning is so good. I just think it's so accurate to what a high schooler would say, and like.
Yeah, and so his parents, Katie and Tom, believe he is ill, though his sister Jeannie does not. And I just love the rapport he has between Ferris and Jeannie. Where he's just winking at her.
Yeah,
the parents aren't looking. He's like,
yeah. I remember my first note is I love Jeannie in like the beginning because he's so different with his parents. With his parents, he's like, you know, but
he's so saccharine, right? He's so like. So sugary sweet. It's almost annoying, but it's not, because he's fake. It's an act. So it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
But the fact that they just buy it, hook, line, and sinker. It's great, but at the same time, like if this was reality, it would make me a little sad, because like you clearly don't have a genuine relationship with your parents. It's like there's no real friendship there. Like your whole persona is an act. Like you and I have I'm your father, yes, but we have a friendship, and we talk to each other. We're close, and like the fact that he clearly doesn't have that with his parents, that's a little sad. I'm getting a little too deep, I know.
Yeah, I never even thought about it like that.
I never did either until just now. The thought came to me. I was like, But in hindsight, that's not a great relationship to have with your parents.
Yeah.
But anyway, hey. Yeah. It's a movie, and it's a fun movie, and I'm not going to take anything away from it.
He's 18. It's not like he's moving away, I guess like when you get older, your relationship is different with your parents, but yeah.
So after learning Ferris has been absent 9 times that semester, the school's dean, Edward Rooney, and his secretary, Grace, become determined to expose Ferris's chronic truancy. Ferris hacks into the school computer system and reduces his absence count to 2, making it appear that he attends school regularly.
That was one of my parts that I loved. How he's like, I got a computer, and but he uses it to
She got a car,
yeah.
He got a computer.
Which I think is so unfair. They're supposedly twins, are they not?
Yes, I think so. I'm not 100. I think at one point at one point in the script they were, and then they weren't. I think it might be in the fun facts.
Because Jeannie is not younger than Ferris. That's like
she could be. He's 18, maybe she's 17.
I think
they're supposed to be twins, but they never do say it though.
Yeah.
They never say it.
But she got a car.
Yeah.
He got a computer.
Exactly.
But he used it to hack his absence days.
Which is a big throwback to War Games, because in War Games he's a computer genius in War Games, and he uses the computer to hack his grades.
Oh, that's funny.
It's an absolute intentional throwback to War Games.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I also I love the classroom scenes with Ben Stein, going on in that monotone voice. And I love the cute little cameo from Christy Swanson. She wasn't that, I don't even know if you call it a cameo, because I don't think she was super popular yet, but I knew who she was already because I just recognized her. She's got such a beautiful face. She was in the movie like Deadly Girlfriend, or I don't think it's the name of the movie, but she plays like this deadly girlfriend of some sort. I'm not sure if she's a robot or deadly friend, I think it's called. But I remember her from that, and I knew her from other stuff. But because she's so beautiful, her face is so recognizable that she is actually the first Buffy the Vampire Killer.
Oh, I
or
love
Slayer.
her.
Yeah, she's the movie version of Buffy the Vampire
I saw the
Slayer.
movie.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
her. Yeah, she's beautiful.
But she's the girl who says like, oh, like my dad's boyfriend's sister's cousin's dog.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. I saw him pass out at 31
Yeah.
flavors, so it must be serious. Yeah, I love it. Great cameos.
I love the teacher, that whole scene where he's taking his attendance, and then the scene where he's like going over the lecture. Anyone?
Bueller.
Yeah.
I mean, how many people quote that now?
Right.
Bueller. That's like part of the whole cultural,
It's
yeah.
part of pop culture now.
Yes.
And that's like from like one like scene, one line, you know, like,
Mhm.
and it was so good.
And he actually wrote that whole lecture himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one like
About
anyone.
Something economics, voodoo economics,
Yeah.
George Bush Sr. He's like, yeah.
Oh, because he's smart.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
right,
and he was
right.
a speechwriter for politicians. I'm not sure which
Oh.
ones, maybe Nixon or something, but yeah, this guy is brilliant.
Yeah.
You know, another he reminds me of a little bit, or I should say the other guy, Ken Young, reminds me of Ben Stein. Another brilliant guy who's a medical doctor and became an actor. He's the guy from the Hangover movies. He was in the TV show Community. You'd know him if you saw him.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Really short Asian guy.
Oh, the one that's like really funny.
Mm-hmm.
He's like a teacher in
Yeah.
Community.
Yes.
Oh, he's so good.
Yes. Yeah, he's a doctor in real life.
Really?
Like a medical doctor, yes.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, right? Just decides to do a little acting for fun, and next thing you know, boom, he's got a whole new career. Yeah. Really cool. I love that.
But well, keep going.
Yeah. So I mean, it doesn't remind me of me, but like I know about getting a whole new career, midlife,
Right.
like at 39, I started going to school to become
Banker
to become an RN.
nurse.
You know, I mean, I'd been an army medic, but then I was worked in an office for 13 years and I didn't do anything medical. And next thing you know,
Right.
I'm becoming a nurse. So, and I never looked back.
No, I think it's the best
I love being a
decision
critical
you made.
care nurse. I've also been a perioperative nurse in the OR at a level 1 trauma center. Very interesting stuff. I saw some amazing and really wild things. And but yeah, ER is my home.
Your calling.
Yeah, it's my calling. I've been a decade now in the ER. I love it. So there you go. Second careers. Yeah, you never know what life's going to throw at you.
Yep, take a chance.
I sound like Ferris just now.
Oh, I wanted to point out, I had a project in school where you had to pick a quote, and first thing that came to my head is like Ferris Bueller's quote.
Life moves pretty fast.
Yeah, if you don't stop and look around once in a while, you might miss it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. All right.
So then, what happens after that? Then
Okay. So after that,
Ferris.
yeah, he hacks in, and then basically Ferris persuades his hypochondriac friend, Cameron Fry, to help excuse Ferris's girlfriend Sloane Peterson from school by claiming that her grandmother has died.
Yeah.
And Cameron is clearly suffering from some sort of a mental illness, probably bipolar.
Something that's like, I mean, obviously it's a fact of his home life.
Yeah, but he's definitely got manic. He's like manic depressive. Like he's depressed, and then like when you see how manic he gets in the car, and he's like banging on the steering wheel, and he's running around. I don't know. I'm not a psychiatrist. I can't, or even a psychologist. I can't clinically diagnose anybody, but he's definitely got mental illness of some sort. Undiagnosed mental illness. But but you're right. I think his home life has a lot to do with it. So Cameron, he eventually, realizes that Ferris isn't going to let up, and he
goes over to Ferris's house.
He does.
And they call the school, and then we see Sloane kind of gets like asked away from the classroom, and then we see Rooney in his office, and he's on the phone with.
And he's suspicious because he knows that Sloane's dating Ferris.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ferris also calls the school during Cameron's phone call to confirm his absence, thereby fooling Rooney, because Rooney's like, "Oh, how could this be Ferris if he's Ferris? He's calling on the other line." I love the line
from Grace where Ed Rooney is looking at Grace, right, and she goes, "Ed, Ferris Ferris is online too, and you can see his face
Yeah.
drop.
Because he's been saying some pretty awful things to
what he thinks
is Ferris Bueller, but it's
no. Now he thinks
it's Sloane's dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, well, he's just roll body over here. He's like saying some pretty crazy stuff.
Yeah.
So I love that when she's taking the pencils out of her hair.
Oh, yeah.
She takes like 3 pencils out of her big, hair. That hairstyle from the 60s that she's still wearing in the 80s. Very funny. So I love, this, I had to make a note about this. So I love that when Rooney finally, he's like, I'm in trouble. I got to get, so he has to like get Sloane out of class. He has to wait with her outside. And so I love this scene. I don't know why. It's just like kind of a throwaway scene that most people don't even think about. But when he's running down the hall, but he slows down before every classroom door. Because the classroom doors have that little window, and he doesn't want the students to see him running down the hall. She's like, running, stops, walks, running, stops, walks, running. It's really
very funny. It's a small touch, but it's really funny.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah.
And he does it really well. So I like that scene. So
then Ferris and Cameron go pick Sloane up, but as Sloane's dad. And I wrote down, this is one of my favorite lines when Sloane goes to she goes with them.
But what do they pick him up in?
Oh, Cameron's dad's Rolls Royce.
Ferrari.
Sorry.
You're getting confused with 16 Candles.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a Ferrari. And not just any Ferrari. It's like a specialty Ferrari that they only made less than 100 of them.
It's a 1961 250 GT California Spider.
That's the one.
Yeah.
It's written right there.
Yeah, I didn't know it.
But you just said it was a Rolls Royce. Yeah, we know.
But that was funny.
So to complete the ruse that Sloane's father is picking her up from school, Ferris borrows the prized possession of Cameron's father. Fearing his father's wrath, Cameron is dismayed when Ferris takes the car on a day trip to Chicago. But before that, go ahead and get to the part you're talking about.
So I wrote this on my notes because this is one of the funniest bits ever. When Sloane gets picked up by Ferris, she gives him like a kiss. And you can see Rooney's reaction. He goes, so that's how it is in their family.
It was like a tongue kiss.
Yeah.
He was like, oof, yikes. Yeah. So I love the line. I think it's around this part that Rooney says it. And I've used this line so many times over the years. I weep for the future. I've said that line about millennials. I've said that line about not as much about the Gen Zs. Your generation, I think, is actually kind of doing pretty good. And to be fair, most of the millennials have kind of grown up and grown out of that whole entitlement thing. And it wasn't everybody, it's a generalization, but I do think that all the millennials I know now are they're fine, But if 10 years ago, though, I think a lot of millennials did have a little bit of entitlement and not a very good work ethic. I worked with them and, but again, I think it's something that they grew out of, and it really wasn't their fault to begin with. It was the way their parents raised them, helicopter parenting and growing up on the internet and all that.
Right.
Yeah. But maybe I just have really good friends and relatives who are just raising their kids right. But all the Gen Zs I know are killing it. All your cousins down in Miami, they're all killing it. Everyone I know that's a Gen Z, usually it's kids and my friends' kids, they're all doing really well. They're all pretty. None of them are obnoxious or anything. They're all really.
I think it just might be the people you're surrounded by.
Maybe I'm just lucky that way. Yeah.
You're not really around many Gen Zs, to be honest.
I guess not. Just all the ones I know, you and your cousins and my friends' kids and stuff. They're all pretty grounded people. I don't have any real stereotypes to, complain about them. So anyway. So yeah, they go to Chicago and have a day trip, and they they do so many things. So they go to a baseball game. They go to it's a Cubs game.
Right.
They go to the Von Steuben Day Parade. They go to the Art Institute of Chicago. They go to the Sears Tower, which at the time was the tallest building in the world. I think I did all that backwards. It was a Sears Tower, then the Cubs game, then the restaurant.
Wasn't it?
The fancy restaurant.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. What was it called? It was just an upscale restaurant, Shea something, and that was a great scene.
That's where this is
Yes.
from. Yeah. So when they
Abe
get to the restaurant,
Froman.
he goes like, "Oh, do you have a reservation?" And beforehand, Ferris looked at the list of names. He goes, "Yes, I'm Abe Froman, the Sausage King of Chicago."
No, he doesn't say that. He just says, "I'm Abe Froman, party of 3."
Oh, right.
And then, go ahead.
The guy goes, "Abe Froman, you're Abe Froman, the Sausage King of Chicago."
And you can see the look of surprise on Ferris's face a little bit when he says it. He's like, "Yeah,
Yeah, that's me." Yeah.
Yeah, confidence will get you far sometimes, you know. And I love the little shtick they do with the phone, and he
Right.
pretends like he's calling the cops, and then he has obviously he does something that it makes the other line ring, and the guy wants to answer the phone, and he says, "No, go find another phone," and then he gets Cameron to do another voice and pretend like he's the chief of police.
Right, and then Sloan calls as well.
Yes.
It's a very smart. He did it great.
Very
I
clever.
don't know how he did it, but
I don't think you could probably really do what he did, but for the movie, you buy into the fact that he's clever and knows a lot of tricks, and so and they get to have dinner and eat pancreas apparently. So anyway, so they do a whole bunch of stuff. Go ahead.
I had a question. So
Sure.
when we see Rooney leave the school and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go find Ferris."
Rooney's day off.
Right.
Like the subplot, Rooney's day off.
He goes into the city at first.
Well, no, he stays in town. He goes into an arcade. He figures out he's a teenager. He'll be hanging out at the arcade. So he just goes
into. It was a bar.
No, it was an arcade. There's kids playing. Yeah, the girls playing a video game.
There was one arcade thing. It was a bar he went into.
I think it was an arcade / like. I think it was a place where teenagers hang out. Yeah, he goes up to a bar. True, there's a bar in there, but I don't.
But I just said, like, did he expect to walk around and just find Ferris? I don't know what his plan was.
Yeah, it's kind of silly. I agree.
I get going to his house. That makes more sense. But why did he go to this random bar first? Didn't make sense to me. But
yeah. No, I guess he figured maybe there's a lot of teenagers probably hang out at this particular place in town.
I missed it in my notes, but it was this funny thing that I'm pretty sure Cameron said it to Rooney when he was on the phone, when Rooney was apologizing for, "Oh, I'm so sorry for saying all those terrible things," whatever, because he realized, he thought it wasn't Ferris. And he says this line that I thought it was so funny. He goes, "It's understanding that makes it possible for people to tolerate people like you."
People like me to tolerate a person such as yourself.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
That was really funny.
It's a good line. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Or no, it was Ferris. He said it to the host.
Yes, you're right. It wasn't to Rooney. It was to the
host.
The host.
Yeah.
Is that
of
what
the
it was?
restaurant.
Okay.
It's understanding that makes it possible for us to tolerate you. Yeah.
So when they were sitting at the table,
right,
and the host just goes, "Thank you." He doesn't know what else to say. Yeah. So should we fast forward? Okay, let's talk about real quick the art museum. That was not funny, but it was poignant. I loved it.
I wrote down I love this scene in the art museum. I think it was so.
I love when they're walking in line, holding hands with the kids.
Yeah.
Love it. So cute.
I think it was just a great scene.
Yeah, and I love Ferris and her standing in front of the painting, and then they kiss in front of the painting.
Yeah.
I love Cameron staring at the impression.
Monet,
the impressionism. Yeah, pretty sure it was a Monet.
It was a Monet, and I think it was interesting, the shot, how it kept getting closer and closer.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's a very Monet thing. From far away, it looks so beautiful, and then up close, it's kind of it doesn't look like anything. It looks like
you
a
just
bunch
see
of dots.
just see the canvas. Then the parade.
Oh my goodness! What a scene! What a scene!
Yeah.
So good.
So good. That I do remember in the theaters just being.
Well, I'm rewinding for just a second.
Yeah.
This also didn't make sense to me. I'm still going on about Rooney. When he was in the arcade, right, and he saw what he thought was Ferris. How did he know it was Ferris? Because he hadn't seen him that day. He didn't know he was wearing that outfit. He didn't know, you know what I'm saying?
The haircut looked like his, and the leather jacket. He probably wears the same leather jacket a lot.
I guess
you don't really change your jackets all very much. So
he
recognized the jacket. He recognized the haircut.
Yeah. Okay.
But still, like, who would be so bold? Like, you don't know for sure
No,
it's
yeah.
him. Yeah, but it's funny. So
And like,
whatever.
your ass is mine. Like,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
And then when does Jeannie see the water tower? Was that later on in the movie?
somewhere
Or
in the
no,
movie,
we see like a flashback to the high school, right? We see like these kids in the hallway, like
collecting money.
and I like wrote down in my notes. They started like a thing, Save Ferris, like almost like a campaign to help raise money.
Yeah.
And I think it's really funny because my school, we had like a thing for a kid who was like always sick.
Okay.
Like he always called out sick, and like everyone knew he was always faking. He missed like a lot of school, and we made stickers that said "Save his name." Yeah, I thought that was so funny.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah,
I'm sure you guys did it because of Ferris Bueller,
obviously.
right? Oh, okay, yeah. There's even a band called Save Ferris.
Yeah,
you've seen them because they're in the movie.
In 10 Things I Hate About You.
Yeah, I must have told you. Right. Yeah, they're on the rooftop playing.
I know.
That's another movie we're gonna do for sure.
Yeah. We'll have a guess on that one because that's my friend's favorite movie.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Nikki?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. Well, there you go. So we go back and forth a little bit. It's them in Chicago doing their thing, and then there's Rooney at the house. Now, after the arcade incident, he goes to the house. He's ringing the bell. Ferris has like a recording setup.
It's a recording.
Yeah, he realizes it's a recording. Then he's like snooping around the house, sees a doggy door. The Rottweiler, that Ferris family dog, where he's a Rottweiler, it starts chasing after him. He winds up feeding the Rottweiler some flowers. I guess they're supposed to be like opioids or something. They knock out the dog.
I believe they're like poppies.
Maybe.
Because poppies are opioids.
Maybe. I don't know.
I think that's what it is.
But yeah, so he actually breaks into the house, and then Jeannie comes home.
Yeah.
And she wants to bust Ferris. Sees Rooney in the house, doesn't even realize it's him, just realizes that it's
an intruder.
It's an intruder. She kicks him like 3 times in the mouth. Although I think it says in the I'll just skip over it when we get to that, but in the trivia, she only kicks him once, and they just replay it 3 times for the movie. Yeah, which is good. I love it. Like, whoopsh, whoopsh, whoopsh,
Yeah.
And he gets knocked out, and then she calls the cops. She gets arrested for making a phony phone call because they don't believe her. Which that doesn't seem to make a lot of sense either. But
I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe as I'm going through the movie, I'm thinking maybe it should have been just an A instead of an A+.
No.
Okay, maybe not.
I think these issues that we're finding are so minor, so
and by comparison to how good the movie makes you feel and how funny it is, you're right.
I think that like it's like we're looking so hard to find these like imperfections, but like truly this movie is our favorite for a reason.
You got a good point.
With other movies there's a lot of, it's easier to find these plot holes or these like problems, but with this one it's not.
So then Rooney regains consciousness and leaves the house upon discovering that his car has been towed
and leaving his wallet.
Yes, the police arrest Jeannie, believing she prank called the police station. While detained, she befriends a young delinquent, Charlie Sheen, who advises her to worry less about Ferris's exploits and more about her own life. But back to the parade.
We see back in like the city, and they're at a parade, right? And
first they park the car in the garage,
right? And we see these 2 garage workers. They take a joyride with like the Star Wars when
they're
music.
like flying through the air. They're playing the Star Wars music like almost like it's a spaceship. Great.
It's funny.
Yeah.
And so then Cameron is kind of complaining. He's like Cameron, haven't you had a great time? And he's like, no. And he's like, haven't you seen amazing things? And I don't know. I don't really know why Cameron's being such a like buzzkill.
That's just his personality.
But then Ferris kind of just disappears, and Cameron and Sloan are like, hey, like, where's Ferris? We haven't seen him. And all of a sudden you see him on this parade with a bunch of like German.
It's a German parade, so.
Right. It is?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, with a bunch of German like girls with these like dresses, and he starts singing
Dankeschön by Wayne Newton. Young Wayne Newton, and which before I knew who Wayne Newton was and that he sang it, I thought it was a woman singing the song. I'm like, why is he singing it? Why is he lip syncing to a woman? No, Wayne Newton's a dude.
Oh.
I mean, he had like a high voice, I guess, especially when he was younger.
Yeah, but and then
if that wasn't good enough,
my favorite is Twist and Shout. I mean,
everyone's favorite.
Oh, it's such a good song, such a good scene, so good. It's it's such a fun, like,
Mhm.
you see everybody dancing, and, like, Cameron and Sloan are just, like, loving watching it. We're loving watching it. Like, so good.
And that is my favorite Beatles cover, because Beatles didn't write Twist and Shout.
They did it?
No, it was another band.
Oh.
It was an American band that wrote it, and it was their version was good, but the Beatles version was way better.
Yeah.
Their version of Twist and Shout with John Lennon singing it, it's so good. And Ferris said lip syncing it to on the float, and then showing the whole city dancing to it and singing along to
I
it.
love the part where you can even see, like, his dad in the office, like, right above him, like, kind of like,
Dancing.
yeah.
Gets out of this chair and
He has
dancing.
no idea it's his son, like, down below in a parade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good. And that's the highlight of the movie. That is the absolute highlight of the movie. So good. And so then they get the car. Oh, okay. Here's where trouble comes into paradise. They get the car back from the garage.
And they realize the miles are...
Because those guys took it for a serious joyride. And there's like 200 miles on top of the regular mileage.
And Cameron flips out.
He flips out.
He kind of goes, you can see him, like, yelling, and then he goes mute.
He does.
And he is just not reacting to anything.
Yeah.
And Sloan and Ferris are very concerned.
Mm-hmm.
They're back at Ferris's house, and then they take the car to Cameron's house.
Yeah, so Cameron enters a semi catatonic shock. Later almost drowning in a pool before a worried Ferris helps him. Cameron, although I don't think that's accurate. He doesn't almost drown in the pool. He does it on purpose. You see him in the water looking up to see if anyone's going to come rescue him.
Yeah.
He's just looking for attention,
I guess.
Yeah. And so they try to rewind the odometer. It doesn't work. And here's the thing. I know this movie's called Ferris Bueller's Day Off, but I really think this is Cameron's movie. Because Cameron goes through a whole arc in this movie.
I wrote down.
Jeannie does too.
Cameron's character turning point.
Yeah, Jeannie goes through a redemption arc, but Cameron goes through a whole lot of personal growth throughout the film.
Yeah.
He comes out better and stronger than before, while Ferris is just his same amazing self through the whole movie.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, it's Ferris's movie, but it's Cameron's movie too. I mean, he goes through a whole redemption, he goes through a whole transformation.
Yeah, his character really has.
And Jeannie goes through a whole redemption arc through the movie too.
Yeah.
They both have a great transformation. And I got to say, I love the scene where Cameron just has had enough of his father's crap. It's clearly mental abuse. It's clearly just emotional and mental abuse. Probably don't beat them, but they're just not loving. They're very strict. They're very hard, and he's had enough. And he just gets angry.
He kicks the car,
and the car goes through
the
glass, and he wrecks the whole car.
Yeah,
and causes lots of money's worth of damage. And and he basically Ferris offers to take the blame. He says, "I'll take the blame for this. It's too much for you." And Cameron says, "No, I'm going to take the blame. And I'm going to stand up to this man."
Yeah.
Because I'm tired of him pushing me
around.
I
love that part. I wrote down how much I love it.
It's great. Like I said, so in many ways, this is Cameron Fry's movie, for sure.
Yeah.
Anyway,
and then after that...
Then we have Ferris.
He's kind of running.
He's got to race home.
Yeah.
He realizes the time. He's got to get home before his parents do.
Yeah.
So Jeannie's mom picks her up from the police station, and Jeannie's driving the car home. And Jeannie's trying to race home. That's right. She spots Ferris running home. So she's like, I got to get home before him so I can bust him.
Yeah.
And then I love the dad driving home.
Yeah.
I think I put did I put a note? But maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But I just got to say, as somebody who is, I'm a lot better over the years, but I used to have a lot of road rage when I was younger. And I don't really have the road rage anymore as far as outwardly. I don't yell at anybody. I don't flick people off. Yeah. But I do have the rage inside where I'm I maybe even yelling at myself a little bit, but I don't act out. I'm not looking to, cause any, roadside shootings, So I keep it to myself, but I still have the rage inside. And I love how Ferris's dad drives home. He's so chill.
He's so he doesn't care.
He's just chill, calm,
Yeah.
I'll get there when I get there. And I'm a little envious. I wish I could be that way.
Yeah.
I'd
I
be a
think
lot.
everybody should drive how Ferris dad
Yeah,
drives.
I'd be. Yeah, the roads would be a lot safer, and I'm sure I'd be a lot healthier if I were as calm and collected as Ferris's dad was driving
Yeah.
home. Just a little side note, just a little observation I made. I'm more like Jeannie, you know,
Yeah.
racing home.
So we see Ferris kind of jumping through yards, over fences, even like into somebody's house. And he's racing home, and he does get home.
He does get
about
home first.
the same time almost.
Yep,
Yeah.
over here.
He gets back inside, but then Rooney confronts him before he can get inside. Then, seeing the two of them through the window, Jeannie has a change of heart and allows Ferris to come inside, claiming that he was at the hospital for his illness. She also shows Rooney his wallet that had fallen from his pocket in the kitchen earlier, tosses it into a nearby puddle, and shuts the door loud enough to wake up the Rottweiler, who chases Rooney away. Ferris rushes back to his bedroom to await his parents.
I know, I stapled it wrong. There you go.
To find him in bed and believe that he's been home all day. Meanwhile, during the end credits, a humiliated, disheveled, and injured Rooney reluctantly accepts a ride on a school bus filled with students.
So good.
Yeah, so good. The girl with the gummy bears.
Yeah.
So funny.
So I made a couple notes on this. You know, before this movie, as far as I know, only the Cannonball Run had ever done anything like this. And what they did is they would show the outtakes from the movie during the credits. So like no movie did you stay for the credits except for the Cannonball Run because they would show outtakes, right? And this movie they didn't show outtakes. It's just the movie's kind of just continuing. So of course you don't want to leave the theater, and it does that all the way through to the end of the credits. And then this is like, as far as I know, the first post-credits scene ever.
Yeah.
Where he says, of course, the classic, "You're still here?"
Oh, right. That's the
Go.
last
Yeah,
one. Like,
yeah.
hey, what are you still doing here?
Yeah, the
Leave.
movie's over. Leave. Go. Just a few notes. I love the soundtrack.
Yes, I wrote down I love the music.
Yeah, great music. And
oh yeah.
I love when he's on the bus. He sees Rooney Eats It written in the graffiti.
Him, yeah.
And the girl, "Do you want a gummy bear?
They've been in my pocket
all day.
They're so nice and melty."
It's so good. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
This movie's great. It really. All right, it's an A+. Fine. It's an A+. All right. So we're like over an hour now, so we should probably just kind of go
Trim
through
the trivia.
yeah. So now we're gonna do a segment that we like to call
Fun Facts.
Fun Facts. So I would love it if you kicked off our Fun Facts.
Okay. During the wow, this is thick. There's a lot.
It is. We don't have to do that.
We're not gonna do it.
No.
During the parade, several of the people seen dancing, including the construction worker and the window washer, originally had nothing to do with the film. They were simply dancing to the music being played, and John Hughes found it so humorous that he told the camera operators to record it. The idea of a sequel had gone around for years, with Ferris in college or on the job somewhere, but the idea was dropped. Matthew Broderick felt that the film didn't need a sequel, didn't need updating. The film was about a specific time and the place that audiences would like to revisit.
Agreed.
I think it didn't need a sequel either.
Not
I think
at
it
all.
was...
That would have been a money grab.
Yeah. John Hughes told Ben Stein, who had a degree in economics, to present an actual economics lecture in his scenes. Hence, nothing Stein says is scripted. To produce the desired drugged-out effect for his role as a drug addict in the police station, Charlie Sheen stayed awake for more than 48 hours before the scene was shot.
Probably doing drugs. Sorry. Sorry. Oh, go ahead.
The shot of Ferris playing the clarinet was done on the spot. Someone spotted the instrument as part of the set. Matthew Broderick said he couldn't play it, which of course he couldn't. Oh, he could play it, but he couldn't. And then he says that in there.
Yeah.
Never had one lesson a day in my life. I
love his bedroom in that movie, right?
It's good. Yeah.
I love how it's decorated.
The secretary Grace, pretending to be Ed Rooney during the phone call from Cameron was improvised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Rooney. Oh, 1 second. All right.
All right, sure.
Go.
Okay. Cameron's father's Ferrari wasn't a real Ferrari, but it was too expensive to abuse and wreck an actual Ferrari. So 3 replicas were made, each replica using an MG chassis with a fiberglass body. In 2010, Edie McClurg, Grace, told Vanity Fair magazine that her character's hairdo should be from the 1960s because Grace felt she looked best in the 1960s and kept her look from that era. The women's hairdresser on the set had mainly been hired to blow out Mia Sara's long, straight hair, and she didn't know how to set the big teased 1960s hairstyles. So McClurg teased, set, and styled her own character's hair. When she arrived on set, John Hughes looked at her hairstyle, and the first thing he said was, "How many pencils do you think you could fit into that hair?" He tested it with 1, 2, and 3 pencils. However, a 4th pencil fell out. The testing was the origin of Grace's first scene in the movie, in which she pulls several lost pencils out of her hair.
That's funny.
Yeah. Mia Sara says that Matthew Broderick actually tickled her feet and knees to get her to laugh naturally in the taxicab scene. The parade scene took multiple days of filming. Matthew Broderick spent some time practicing the dance moves. "I was very scared," Broderick said. "Fortunately, the sequence was carefully choreographed beforehand. We worked out all the moves by rehearsing in a little studio." After working together on Weird Science, John Hughes offered Bill Paxton the role of the garage attendant. However, Paxton turned it down because he felt the role was too small. He admitted that he regretted turning it down because Hughes never offered him a role again.
There's no small roles, only small actors.
Said the theater kid. John Hughes personally designed Ferris's bedroom, mirrored mostly on his own bedroom when he was in high school. Hughes said that the room was a disorganized series of pop references and other things because it would represent Ferris's mind.
Yeah. Mia Sara beat Molly Ringwald to the role of Sloane Peterson because, according to John Hughes, she had elegance.
She did.
According to Ringwald, John wouldn't let me do it. He said that the part wasn't big enough for me. Oh.
You know what? I think I even mentioned this during the movie. I assumed Mia Sara was English and doing an American accent.
You kept saying that.
Because twice she has like an almost like an English accent slips out.
I think it's just the way she talks. She talks very like gracefully, very poised, very
elegant. Yeah. And it almost sounds like she's hiding an English accent.
Yeah. But
no, she's American.
Yeah. Oh wow. Even though they played siblings, Matthew Broderick and Jennifer Grey would later become engaged after this movie. Approximately a year later, after Broderick finished filming Bloxy Blues?
Biloxi Blues, yeah, we mentioned that.
Yeah. Wow.
I guess he likes the girls with larger noses. Sarah Jessica Parker also has a pretty big nose.
Does she?
Yeah. Again, still very attractive. It's just not your typical little button nose that a lot of actresses have. In fact, I would say that, no, I'll save it for Hocus Pocus because I know we're going to do that during October.
Yeah, that's one of our Halloween movies.
So I'll save my Sarah Jessica Parker talk for that.
Yeah. We're also going to do Dirty Dancing. I'm saying we're going to do it. That's my pick.
We'll see.
We're going to do it. We'll also do Pretty Woman. Listen, you're not going to like every movie. Sorry.
All right.
John Hughes personally selected the songs for the film. He wanted them to be somewhat obscure to the typical movie-going audience, feeling that he wanted everything about the film to feel new. For example, the song heard when Ferris is revealed for the first time and during the final scene is the "Oh Yeah," which I love that song. I think it's so good. Yeah. According to Alan Ruck, the role of Cameron had been originally offered to Emilio Estevez, who turned it down, and every time I see Emilio, I want to kiss him. Thank you. I know who that is. Who's Emilio Estevez?
Charlie Sheen's brother.
Oh. Why do they have different last names? Like half brothers?
It's a great question. No, they're regular brothers. Not that half brothers aren't real brothers.
Is it like a stage name?
Exactly. Their father is a famous actor named Martin Sheen.
Oh, so Charlie Sheen.
But Martin Sheen's actual name is Estevez.
Oh,
because he's Latino.
Charlie took the fake name. Emilio took the real name.
Exactly.
That's cool. Jamie Foxx, like, one of his daughters took Fox, and the other one took his real name.
Oh, his real name isn't Fox?
No.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think. I could be wrong on that. Don't even quote me, but like...
Well, Google it.
Yeah, Google it.
Or as your abuela says, Google it. Charlie Sheen was recommended by Jennifer Grey after they did Red Dawn together. I think I said that already. John Hughes said that he had Matthew Broderick in mind when he wrote the screenplay, saying Broderick was the only actor who could pull off the role, calling him clever and charming. Certain guys would have played Ferris, and you would have thought, "Where's my wallet?" Hughes said. I had to have that look. That charm had to come through. I guess maybe you want your money back from the movie? I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah. Alan Ruck and Matthew Broderick previously acted together in the Broadway production of Biloxi Blues. Cameron's Mr. Peterson voice was an in-joke imitation of the former director, Gene Saks. Ruck felt at ease working with Broderick, often crashing in his trailer. We didn't have to invent an instant friendship like you often have to do in movies, said Ruck. We were already friends.
That's sweet.
Right?
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. Ferris Bueller was named after John Hughes' lifelong friend, Bert Bueller. Okay, so when Sir Paul McCartney admitted that he liked the movie, he personally disliked Twist and Shout sequence for its inclusion of brass instruments in the Beatles version. Upon hearing McCartney's reaction, John Hughes felt bad for offending a Beatle, but it wasn't really part of the song. We saw a band and we needed to hear the instruments.
Yeah.
Yeah. So while filming the scene in which Ferris is using the clarinet, Matthew Broderick improvised the line, "Never had one lesson."
Yeah, because apparently he lied to the set, saying he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the final scene in the garage was shot in early fall, so each of the leaves on all the trees outside had to be hand-painted green every morning before shooting. That's crazy.
Why?
Yeah, because
it takes place during...
spring or... I don't know.
Well,
anyway.
Right before summer.
Yes, yeah, right. So in the shot, looking up from the wreck at the three friends, the yellow tree with most of its upper leaves gone can be seen reflected in the window. So the line Ferris says in the bathroom at the French restaurant about Cameron's house being very pretty and very cold was originally written by John Hughes for Allison in The Breakfast Club regarding her home life.
Oh. I can see that.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can just skip that one.
Yeah. I think let's do a couple more and then we'll wrap up.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This has been a good episode. I love this movie. I love talking about this movie.
Yeah. I'll let you read the last couple.
Yeah, sure. In order to keep the savage Rottweiler focused on Ed Rooney, John Hughes had Jeffrey Jones carry a raw steak around in his jacket pocket. The dance sequence by the group on the stairs during Ferris's lip-sync performance of Twist and Shout is taken directly out of Michael Jackson's Michael Jackson Thriller video, as well as Jackson's performance on Motown 25, Yesterday, Today, Forever. According to Matthew Broderick, Ferris singing Danke Schoen in the shower was his idea, although it's only because of the brilliance of John's deciding that I would sing Danke Schoen in the foot parade. And I did notice that he sang it twice.
Ed Rooney singing Danke Schoen to himself when he gets to Ferris's house.
He does.
And Jeannie singing Danke Schoen as well.
When
she leaves the police station after she gets done making out with Charlie Sheen. She's singing Danke Schoen.
Yeah. That's so cool.
Yeah, it's no accident.
The hall scenes in which Jeannie is walking down the hall and the kid collecting money to save Ferris is the hall from The Breakfast Club. I guess they use the same set or something. Yeah,
or the same high school. I think they do film in real high schools for a lot of these things. Yeah.
That's cool. When Ferris hacks into the school's computer to change the number of absences he had, it is a subtle nod to war games, just like you said.
Yep.
Yeah.
One more.
Sure. Yeah. Anthony Michael Hall turned down the role of Cameron to avoid being typecast. So I guess Anthony Michael Hall was also like a John
one of his
Hughes.
muses, yes. Yeah. He liked working with him for sure. Yeah. And again, much like Molly Ringwald, he eventually wanted to break free from that. I think it was less breaking free from John Hughes and more breaking free from that stereotype.
Right, and he did work as other kind of characters after John Hughes. He started working as a jock.
Yeah, he put some bulk on and probably grew a few inches and.
So maybe it was a good decision to kind of stray, because John Hughes did use him a lot as a nerd. Yeah. Yeah.
So, well, there you go. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. We loved it. And I know. Do you know what next week's movie is?
No, tell us.
May the Force be with you.
Oh my gosh, we are doing
A New Hope.
Episode 4, A New Hope of Star boom,
and boom. he's a ghost in part 2, or episode 5.
We are very big Star Wars fans.
Yes, obviously.
This is a Star Wars household. That's just the way.
Yeah.
I grew up. You grew up.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Chewbacca graces the door of our garage, and we have many Star Wars toys over here.
Yeah.
A few of them back here.
Hey,
a
Dad,
bunch more over there.
the episodes 1, 2, and 3 are those 90s?
Those are the prequel episodes: 99, 2002, and 2005. I know that you like those a lot.
Okay, well, can we make an exception? Because I want to do the prequels.
It's our podcast. We can do whatever we want.
So, personally, I'm gonna say, like, not
99 for sure. We can do the Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
That's
but
within the time
I
frame.
love the prequels. They might be my favorites. So
Your favorites?
yeah.
I mean, I like them better than the sequels.
Oh yeah, we're not gonna do the sequels.
No. Well, it's just too modern anyway.
Yeah.
It's not Gen X at all. Yeah,
Oh, no.
You know what? We'll make an exception. You know why? Because even though those came out like most, were the millennials or that age, all the Gen Xers were going to see those movies because we were raised on Star Wars. So they're definitely Gen X and millennial movies. It's for sure. And listen, Star Wars is for all generations.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's Gen X, baby boomers, millennials, Gen Z, Gen Alpha. Star Wars is for everybody.
Yeah.
And we are a Star Wars family. You're right.
Yeah.
So we'll be doing A New Hope. So if you like Star Wars, please tune in.
Yeah.
And once again, this has been a Rewind Gen X podcast with Matt and Allie. I'm Matt.
And I'm Allie.
God bless.